can just sit anywhere. Oh, there we go. There we go.
You're not in the big stadium now. I knew we'd get lost somewhere, wouldn't we?
No. Marino, look my dude. Let's make them again. What are you doing there? Let's do this shit. That's it.
Oh, and we're underway just before I'm ready, ref. Very difficult conditions to see, just like it was last time. Knocked up the park by Robertson. Salmon. Get the screen bigger. That's set up now. Cove knocking it long in. In search of Meganson. Nicely flicked down by McKeever. And Robertson can't find Yang in that unconventional right back position. He did play centre back for Partick Thistle for a long period. Milne inside. It's nice and calm to begin with for Cove. There's no high press from Alloa. Again, a long ball searching in that left wing. Straight out the park though. And that's a loose one, given straight away to Henderson. He's got room to drive as well. He tries to smash the shot, hits a Cove player, and knocked away by Niang. Surely going to go for a Cove throw. And that's an excellent turn. Not sure where that is on the far side. It is Milne. Probably the pick of the Cove players. I saw there was some links with Aberdeen, and they might sign him in the summer. That's a bit loose from Alloa as they try a little triangle just beyond Robertson, and sitting in this pocket is Fraser Fivey. He's playing off the striker today. On that far side, blocked well by Niang. Cove do win the corner. Certainly a throw down by the corner. No, it is a corner. Fivey's going to go take it. It's a short one. Megginson coming short, but it will be delivered back in. Fivey launches it in, and PJ Morrison has an easy catch to take the ball. Ian Turn launches it long. He was very effective with that last week. Straight to Henderson, who's got a decent touch. He almost runs into the referee. Driving past Ross, and picks up a foul on Logan. Again, Henderson, once he gets going, he's very difficult to keep up with. Referee not happy with Scott Ross. Probably too far away for Scugo to hit this. Everyone's forward from the back for Alloa. Dunn, Howie, and Andy Graham, Salmon and McKeever as well. It's floated in. Not the greatest ball by Robertson. Disappointing one to begin with, Alloa. I suppose they've shown an issue with their set pieces at times this season. That was another one that was way overhit. Cove looking to get the flick-ons to Fivey. They do well. And he tries to slot the ball through. It's too far. Morrison will come and collect. And again, he just launches it. And that's all the way through, right through to Stuart McKenzie. Lost it in the fog there. Church driving down the left. Different wavelengths to McKeever. Yeah, just knocks it up that line, out for a Cove throw. Vigors spreading it for Logan. Again, space in the channel. It's made nice space for Logan. Well picked out by Scugo, but he can only knock it out just in front of the Cove bench. The benches are quite wide here at Balmoral Park. Logan's throw in. Again, he'll probably be looking for it short. Nice from Yule. His ball into the middle. It's met in the middle. Not sure which. It was an Alloa player in the end, obviously, who got the ball. Who connected in the centre. It was Milne in the middle. The diving header attempt. Close to the opener. I suppose, but for the Alloa player. It's one swing and delivery. As I say, that is played short. And Andy Graham sweeps the ball up. It's going to be out by Skugel. Henderson, a little push in the back, plays it to Robertson. He tries to switch the play to Salmon. It's flicked on by Ross. And nice and easily taken by Stuart McKenzie. Milne into 5'8". 5'8". Just an excellent player at this level. Made the comparisons last time. He's a lot like Ian Flanagan, just sits in front of the defence, sits behind the striker. Whenever he's in these positions, he's a danger. Here is Blair Yule, tries to slot it into the middle to 5'8", who, I don't know, it was a loose touch in the end, and nicely lunged it by Robertson. Just toe pokes it on. Skugel. Space is wide for Church. I'm not sure what he's aiming for there. No one running down the line for Alloa. Gets given away cheaply. And we're not quite working on the replays, so I'll need to look at that. That should have been the first chance for Milne when he headed it over. Take a look at that. But anyway, Alloa, a nice little triangle in the middle. Skugel's in space, but Henderson holds it up, and they just got to reset themselves, and they knock it around. I think that was probably the strength of what they did here in the first 15 minutes of the previous encounter at Balmoral Park. Skugel with a nice touch inside, spreads it onto that right hand side. Howie, Yang, just a bit awkward there between the two of them. Robertson, Henderson's taking it short. Church, Salmon gets the 1-2, if he can catch it. Delivers it first time into the middle. Salmon, and saved well in the bottom left corner. The replay lever's not working. That'll be why we don't have a replay. Really, first chance of the game for Connor Salmon. Again, the delivery by Robertson, this time at the back post. It's aimed for Dunn, and it's a better delivery, just too high above the Alloa centre back. Cove seem to like taking this short goal kick. Ross, he's the man to launch it, and it's through to 5'8". Again, Morrison's quick off his line, and poor touches in the centre, given straight away to Skugel, and this is a dangerous moment. I suppose it would have been if Alloa had went forward and said they try to calm it down, just try to be patient. Howie trying to dink it up that line, wins an Alloa throw. Yang, aim for McKeever. Good ball in, just not met by Henderson. And Cove are flailing again, and there's Skugel. This time drilling it low. Easy save for McKenzie, but again, Cove are nervous. Hogan. And McKenzie's giving it straight to Robertson. Alloa just keep winning the ball. It's a bit awkward between Howie and Robertson. Good challenge in the end, good recovery. Dunnan comes away with it. Salmon. Church. It's an awkward one again for the left back, who's he's missed McKeever. giving it straight back to Cove. Alloa just dominant in these second balls. They're winning the ball back every time. Henderson tries a long-range drive that's blocked. Howie. Getting a nice one to, and he's going to win the corner. Actually, was that Howie? That might have been Robert. That might not have been Robertson. Henderson. No. Delivered into the middle. Headed away to the back post for another Alloa corner. We will get this replay system working at one point as it's flashed across the face of goal. It is knocked away in the end by Ross. And I think that was a late one by Niang. He's not going to get any more than a foul given against him. Just a little talking to by the referee. Are we working yet? Now the replays are working. There's the drive by Skugel, easily saved by McKenzie. McKenzie's going to launch this free kick forward. It's aimed at Niang, who misses out on the flick on. Robertson again, well won. It's McKeever coming back deep to support his midfield, and he wins it well as the fog rolls in. Oh, I've gained the territory. It's also all the way back on the edge of his 18-yard box, pretty much in line with it. Just in the middle, Harley Milne moves it forward. It's headed straight out by Howie. It's a Cove work it out of a tight area. But have to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, and it's just a punt out the park by McKenzie. Big shouts coming for Paul Hartley. He's not happy with what he's seen in the first 15 minutes so far. Certainly it's been Alloa who've been camped in the Cove half almost. Just that one chance Harry Milne heading it over. But this is nice. It's played in behind. It's maybe too worried. Morrison can just easily collect it and roll it back in to his box to pick up. All the way in. Again, it's a massive kick, just almost nicked in by Henderson. Alloa winning the second balls every time. Again, it's claimed. It's into McKeever, into the box, smashes it low, wins the corner by the look of it. Just the referee and assistant referee taking their time to decide. Alloa, their claim was more confident. Skugel's got this chance to deliver it. Skugel's left boot. And in the middle, straight up in the air, it's off Harry Milne, I think it was in the end, and Durnan doesn't get too many complaints at that, but certainly his claim was it was off the Cove man. Straight up in the air anyway. No threat to the Cove goal. Again, brilliant. Just Alloa on every ball. They're so aggressive trying to win that back. Not seen anything ridiculously creative. Yang launching it up, and Salmon getting onto the second ball this time. McKeever out wide. I suppose it's going to be Niang. Tries to cross and can only meet a Cove player, but again it's slagged the Cove as they try to release Mount. They've given away a throw-in. Can I get out? Niang into Salmon, flicked on. Should be dealt with, it drops. Luckily for McKeever, it's going to be blocked. It was never a good angle for him, but the clearance is only straight up in the air and Church is under it. He heads it straight back to a Cove player, but again it's challenged well. McKeever there. Robin Scully in the middle. Look at this. It is ridiculous. It's Howie so aggressive on the ball. The dink into the middle is a bit short of Salmon. But here's an opportunity. There's a lack of main back for Alloa. It's 2v4, and that's great feet from Mitch Megginson on that far side. And a yellow card already. Andy Graham with a trip, and the captain in the book. In the circumstances, probably not the worst thing he could have done. Delivery. Oh, it's awkward, and McKeever doesn't exactly know who's behind him. He just makes it safe and heads out for a corner. Flashed across the face of the Alloa goal, and there was no one in command there. Orson looked on worryingly. Just thankful it was McKeever there to meet it. Cove will have a second bite at the cherry. Smashed into the middle, and it's headed out for another corner. Again, Cove like these short ones. Frees up Shale Logan. It's a hopeful flick over from, I think that was Reynolds in the end who knocked it back in. Alloa, again they win it, they're so aggressive. It's a beautiful chip over, nice touch, taking Henderson at the byline. Church tries the first time delivery, just breaks away for Shea Logan. Again, great footwork there from Durnan, and again. Alloa so dominant whenever they get an opportunity. This time it's nicely won by Ian Vigers, and Andy Graham, who's on the yellow, has to go for that one with Mitch Megginson. 5A up against Howie now. It gets that half a yard to the byline. Howie lunges and knocks it for a corner. Just like a couple of dangerous moments. Still Cove so far to really challenge PJ Morrison. They've certainly picked themselves up in the last 5 minutes. Delivery in the middle at the front post. It's headed away. I think it's going to be a goal kick. Not sure about that. Don't know, hit Churchy. That's it. That's what happens when you're watching on a laptop. Apparently came off the Cove player then, so got right enough that it was a goal kick. And it is taken short to Church. Church. Durnan. He's shown some good footwork already, Durnan. Just drags it back and squares it to Andy Graham. Now on the wing. It's the other centre half, Howie. Skugel into sorry, that's McKeever. Henderson and McKeever, very similar boots, but Church delivers it across that face of the goal. It is, again, it's a clean straight up in the air. Logan just gets the leg on. Second ball again, collected by Skugel. Alloa just buzzing around this Cove midfield and defence. But that time, again, a lack of quality in the final pass for Alloa. They can't make anything. And knocked straight out the park by Cove. Fraser Five, they're going for something that wasn't really on. And Church is going to be brought back. He's staying at 3 or 4 yards ahead where he started. And he'll just steal those yards back straight again, no bother. As it always happens. Everything has to come through Megginson and 5-8. Megginson screwing that ball over to Scully. He goes back to Milne. No, so that is Reynolds. Milne out wide. He's trying to drive in. It would be an awkward run. He is left-footed. And trying an interesting link up. Andy Graham has to lunge again, and there's a few awkward ones for him. It's laid wide for Logan. And good rise at the back post by Howie. Just to knock that for a corner, but Alloa almost stretched, just a little alerted by a good Cove attack. In the end, dealt with it well. In that short corner. Delivery from deep, cut out by Salmon, and I think it will bounce for the Irishman. But it came off for Milne. Bit of an awkward shot in the end. Seemed to bobble towards goal. Morrison easily its equal in the end. It's the first time that Alloa have missed a second ball, and there's a nice little flick in. Milne probably not the man you want it to fall to. Alloa have already knocked it up this line. Salmon with a nice touch to Skugel on the byline, left-footed cross into the middle, and it's well dealt with by Reynolds, headed straight out the park. It will be an Alloa corner this time. Again, the 3 centre-halves all coming forward. Alloa, their turn to take it short. And Skugel just using the dummied run as he delivers it into the back post. Salmon rising high, but it's flicked on by the Cove defender. I think that was Ross at the back post who knocked it. Again, another corner. Just a little bit of adaptation there from the Ross to almost create a chance. Still all the big men in the middle. Henderson as well, Alloa's top scorer buzzing about. Skugel's hit the crossbar this time. It was well watched by Mackenzie, he wasn't worried. Again, John Robertson in the middle. Takes it well, and Skugel charging into the space that he's just vacated. Alloa are doing well to win the ball back. This is a beautiful chip forward that's ruled offside though. McKeever just going to check if he was on screen. Yeah, he's just out of picture, but difficult one to determine if he was off. Mackenzie Poor kicking. Difficult for Cove. It's pressure on them, I think, for trying to win the title. Alloa, on the other hand, against their full of confidence. And they just need to show that by finding the back of the net. I think in the post-match comments, Brian Rice said one day we're going to beat a team 3 or 4. And he also said he wanted to spoil the party up here at Cove. But that's a beautiful ball through, if not for the fact that Fivey was off. It was a late flag. I think there's a bit of joking on the sideline. Getting Paul Hartley's blood pressure racing. And they can laugh about it with the official. So launched long. Kiefer wins it well and gets it back, but it's just a bit behind him and he tries to dink it for Salmon. That pass wasn't really on, but I think it was a difficult one to take back from Henderson. And that's given straight away to Skugel in the middle, my Milne. Really, the nerves seem to be getting this ungainly running, but again it bounces for Alloa as Henderson runs into trouble, and Yang just bemoans that pass from Robertson just beyond him, out for a Cove throw. Again, Cove giving it away fairly cheaply from that throw-in. It's been the story of the half so far for them, I guess. A couple of snapshots as well, deliveries into the box of corners, but it's been mostly dealt with as Fivey's called offside again. What do you want to look for? The bar side. Why is that? Launched forward by Morrison. Cove deal with it easily, and Skugel just mistimes his header, but it's picked up well by Durnan. That's a dink over the top again from Niang running in behind. It's an awkward touch, and he does win the throw. It's not that bad. Long throw into the middle, Niang at that front post can't win it against Barker. Just Alloa having to retreat a few yards in the end as they win another throw in. Again, it's good territory, good possession from Alloa. Cove will not be able to hurt you up here. This time it's launched into the middle. Salmon gets the flick on, and that'll go for a Cove throw. Oh, sorry, goal kick. So the throw's coming to nothing so far. Half an hour in. I think the better moments of this game have so far kind of faded into Alloa, especially having a lack of composure up front, but Cove probably all over the park. They've given it away sloppily. There again, Andy Graham coming and claiming it well. It's dinked up in there. Hopefully, nice easy. Alloa free kick as now he's bundled over. Morrison tries to launch it in. Battled well between Yule and Skugel, and Alloa will win the throw. Skugel just lets Church go with it and goes away to claim that ball. Okay, nice little 1-2, slick passing from Alloa. That one a bit awkward, but Andy Graham, good feet. Down the line by Dunnan. Well won by Ross in the middle, and Logan could come away with it on the right hand side for Cove. Good footing by Church. Shouts for handball. I'm not sure who that was from, to be honest. But it's just ignored by the referee, and Cove can just reset possession, come away with it. Reynolds down on this left hand side. Yule spread wide to Logan. His delivery easily dealt with at the front post, up by Durnan, and Church against Logan. Won quite easily. And Durnan can slice that. It's a poor challenge from McKeever. He's jumped into Morgan Neal. He goes down holding his back. Isn't it the cleverest of challenges? And just slows down this already kind of painful game. Not a lot of match action. This driven ball through aimed at Megginson. It's a nice takedown. Andy Graham coming in behind him. Just knocks it out for the throw. Throwing behind Blair Yule. Wins the throw. Sorry, wins the corner off the throw. Just another nice bit of movement. And that was the main thing between the teams when they first met here. Fantastic movement between the strikers for Cove, and you guys like Megginson, McAllister and Five, where you can convert well. Just coming together at the back post before that ball came into play. So it will just be a talking to for the referee between Reynolds and Six Howie at the back post. That second option. And it's a short one. Logan with a deep in swinger, it's decent. I think Alloa eventually got a decent footing, but they will claim it through Skugel. He's only able to knock it out for a throw-in. Reynolds. Again with Milne advanced on this left hand side, the ball at the front post. I think he was tried to clear, a bit of an ear swing by Howie. He's managed to knock the ball into his own path, and Alloa can come on the break, and Connor Salmon tries to find Henderson. It's just a bit short. Ross will deal with it. It's a dangerous moment for Cove. Logan, I suppose they're still in danger as Alloa press it high, putting them under pressure. They've worked out well, and they will have the attack on now up that left hand side. Again it's slack, another Alloa throw-in, surrendering possession a bit too easily. Launched up the field. Corner Salmon through to Henderson. I think it is offside. It is indeed. And I think Henderson himself knew there was no urgency to take that shot. Just mistimed from Alloa. Again, the three McKeever, McKeever, Salmon and Henderson are doing well. It's a good bit of link up. Time for Cove to see what they can get up front. They've had not much joy. Andy Graham, he's on a yellow card, I guess. But be careful here. And it's well played through. Megginson cuts inside. Andy Graham gets the block and it drops for Milne. Is that Milne on the far side? Yeah, it is Milne, who has ceased his effort blocked as well. Dangerous moments, and the replay not working again. Not sure what's going on there. But Fraser Fivey there touching to Megginson. The cut inside was necessary, but he just found Andy Graham as he nipped inside, and it didn't fall cleanly for Milne. This time the corner in the middle, flick on by Megginson, and it's all the way across the face of goal. What an opportunity, nervous moments for Alloa. Great delivery. Fivey hitting that front post. It's just a glancing header. Goalkeeper beaten, and Andy Graham half thought of almost knocking it into his own net if he had anywhere to put it, and then just bounces harmlessly wide. Well cut out by Cove. Logan's pass though just blocked by Church for a throw-in. Morrison forward, McKeever knocks it up in there, but it's almost no challenge from Henderson, and that's hopefully punted down. Howie takes an awful big bounce, knocks straight over Mackenzie's goal. Not really a classic so far. Mackenzie into Durnan. Misses his header, it falls. 5-8. Ball in by Logan across the face of goal, the whipped in one. Just evaded Andy Graham. Megginson though couldn't get anything to touch it into the back of the net, which Cove are so looking to do. Morrison's goal kick. It's knocked straight back by Cove. Durnan's attempt to go through. God, there's a good touch by Henderson. He keeps it well, flicks it inside. Cross into the back post area. No one there to meet it. Just 3 or 4 yards wide it. A goal in the end. Reynolds knocking it along. Again, it's a wonderful trap and touch by Fraser 5-8. Let's pick out, he's just such a classy player. Fantastic touch, just maybe another one who's had injury troubles early in his career, and part-time football suited him. Cove's ambition is to go full-time at one stage. Will it be after they get put cross in, well dealt with by Durnan. That was a vital touch. So Megginson was waiting behind them to put in. Well freed. Blair Yule. Oh, an awkward deflection off Durnan. Goes for a corner. The Alloa goalkeeper was diving the other way. So lucky that just went wide. Time after time, Cove utilising this deep swinging corner into the middle. Megginson there with a touch. It's going to be a Cove corner again. Just must have glanced an Alloa body on the way past. 42 minutes. Still not had that. Scully looks to be running for the short one again. Before he's warned off. This time it's a conventional delivery, and it's a great touch towards goal. Just no Cove player could really get that killing touch. Morgan Neal there with a header. I'm not sure who was in at the back post. I will need to look at the replay. Certainly races. The heart's racing here. Just before half time.
Could you have anticipated
It's Milne again at the back post. Cove will keep the attack going. Logan on the right, into the middle, straight up in the air. It's outside the box. Durnan and Robertson can clear. Certainly the home side finding their way into this as we approach half time. Morgan Neal. So one by Durnan, and they're pushing the back on McKeever. It doesn't hinder his chances of getting it to Henderson. And not long to Fivey, who's offside. Just a minute, normal time remaining. Morrison aims it long, looking for Salmon. Can he win the first one? But Scugo battles for it, and it breaks for Church. What can Alloa do? It's floated beautifully for the back post. It's flicked on by a Cove man. Oh no, it's not. It's off Niang in the end. And it will be goal kick. And there we are. No extra time in the half. 0-0. I suppose not really a lot of chances. A couple of flashes across goal for Cove. Harry Milne probably guilty. We wait for them to get the second half underway. It's going to be Stefan Scugo to get us underway. And Robertson launches it long. Comes straight back to Alloa. Morrison trying that long kick. Robertson can take it down. Connor Salmon with a nice knockdown. Howie trying to find an awkward ball in. It's taken well by Milne after Reynolds touchdown. Fivey. He's looking for the pass in behind. Scully. Ross. He does the launch it long, and it's way over hit straight into the Alloa goalkeeper. It's a game of head tennis at the minute. Neither side necessarily getting the advantage. Just need to fix my screen. There we are. Nice flick through to 5-8. Again up against Andy Graham, then swinging across, met by Skugel at the back post, flick behind. It's going to be a Cove throw over the far side. Again, Ross battling for the ball. Going to break for Alloa through Henderson. A couple neat touches. Knocked it above Ian Vigers. Coming in away with it again, using his pace. Tries to slot in. Ahmed Niang just doesn't make its way through to centre though. It's a nice flick from Megginson into 5-8, and he makes a bit of space down this line. Delivers the cross to no one at the back post, and Niang does enough to win the goal kick. Another dangerous moment for Cove that really comes to nothing. Morrison launching long again. McKeever's up well. He's done well in there today. And Salmon thought he was going to go up for the back heel, but he does go to Church. Church's delivery. Same for Henderson, which is probably the least well-suited target. Henderson loses out how he heads it back into the area, but will drop for McKeever. And he tries a speculative effort. It's far too tame to test the Cove goal. A shot on target at least, it will be counted as such. Megginson's ball. Just under the pressure of Craig Howie. Shepherded out the park. Long throw by Howie, aim for Salmon. He flicks it in behind. It's not far enough to go above Morgan Neal. He knocks it in behind, and Durnans gave Skugel a bit of work to do up against Megginson. Sorry, Billy Ewell over there. Again, it's the light boots are too similar. 8 and 9s. He's an excellent player, Billy Ewell as well. We've talked about how much in this game. Here he is getting involved. Poor pass. And again, slackness from Cove. Will Alloa punish it this time? Just the ball getting trapped in Henderson's feet. Cove can come away with it. Logan. Yo. Scully's looking for in the middle. And Vigers is the option. Reynolds out on the left hand side. Milne's even wider. This has 2 whip deliveries that made the Alloa goals. I think how he got a little slap there from Megginson. Left footed cross, and Andy Graham. An awkward one for him. He heads it behind for not that far wide either. He heads it behind for a Cove corner. Will all this provide the breakthrough? Fivey's delivery into the centre, punched away by Morrison. Durnan can head it on, and McKeever out here with Reynolds now. Breaks off the Cove defender. McKeever comes away with it, knocks it into Durnan. And Alloa survive that exchange. Again, it's maybe a bit too hopeful. McKenzie knocking it long. It's a difficult takedown for 5. He heads it up in there, and Alloa's defence collects easily. It's not very fluid stuff, and knocked in behind for McKeever, who is offside. That's another thing I meant to check at half time. The scores in the other games, obviously vital for Cove if they want to come away with the title today. They need Airdrie to get beat. I'll get that in a lull in the game and keep you updated. Blair, you'll up the line. Again, it's such a bitty game today. Obviously the Cove players feeling a bit of pressure. Everything's just a bit slack. Alloa have not produced any moments of quality. Trying to run it up the line there through Henderson, but it's broken down and there's not a lot of press. Scully, he looks for the shot, it's driven in and Megginson can only flick it wider. And put the cat amongst the pigeons if he could have controlled that and taken it towards the Alloa goal. As it is, another harmless one. Morrison taking it shorter along the floor to Durnan. Just turns and drives towards the halfway line and plays it into Henderson. McKeever's wide. Church, Skugel, Robertson. Alloa getting that ball moving. Andy Graham launching that ball out wide to Church has made an awkward touch. He's been robbed by Logan. Nice and composed from the Cove right back. He just knocks it along the line. It's given away by Morgan Neal and Alloa. Possible chance to come through here with Niang, who's turning and driving towards goal. One-on-one with McKenzie. Oh, he can only find the Cove goalie. Big opportunity. He's a menace when he gets into those positions. Turns Milne. Just maybe too heavy a touch. Does get the corner though. Stefan Skugel will come out to this near side to take it. And swing and delivery, aim towards the back post. Headed up by Milne. Yeah, it looks like Milne on that far side concedes another one. I think they're complaining about climbing from the Alloa players, but referee's unmoved. Robertson. It's about the penalty area. Andy Graham knocks it up and it's down by Salmon, who finds a Cove player in the middle. It was a big shout for a kick there by Church in the middle. Breaks for Alloa and Megginson gets up. He's not really that hurt. His eyes are towards the referee. Morrison launches it to Connor Salmon. Beautiful touch and nice and composed. Plays it out to Howie. Howie's got it, found a searching ball. McKeever's in. Oh, and it's dinked over the top of McKenzie. I think just with the fingertips he held it up. And Reynolds saves it off the line, heading it up and over the bar. That's two big opportunities from Alloa balls in behind the Cove defence. Biggest one yet. Again, not the greatest of finishes. That corner delivered into the middle. It's easy take for McKenzie. Player Yule, wide to Reynolds. Former Dundee United and Aberdeen man. A veteran. Scully. I wouldn't have given that myself. It's Scully dived over Henderson's leg. The referee's given it to Cove's way. And Cove work it wide on the left. It's a whip delivery, and I think it's straight in. It's celebrated by 5-8. Cove have the opener. And the hosts take the lead. Here it is. Maybe a little slack from Alloa, slow. That is a beautiful delivery. 5-8 does enough if he gets a touch. And Alloa down. Cove are doing their part. They just need to look at the results elsewhere. What can Alloa do? Can they put a spanner in the works? It's two of the biggest opportunities of the game spurned by the Wasps, and the home side have punished that. Again, Milne, the vital player for Cove. Here's 5-8, the other man who was excellent. Milne working it across the park. Yule to Logan, delivery into the middle, headed up and away by a combination of Howie and Robertson. Here's Henderson charging away. That foot does just nip it away from him down that line. Nice feet by Robertson, he flicks it. That's back heel to Skugel. But Skugel's a bit ambitious with what he's tried to do. He's ran into the Cove players, gave the ball away. Again, nice footwork from both teams. 5-8 coming away with that. And Milne driving inside, trying to play it through. Megginson into the box. Well marshalled by Andy Graham, but that was a vital block. Could have been two. But I notice it's 2-1 to Airdrie. So even if Cove get the win here today, it won't be enough. That cross on the edge of the box blocked by Durnan. Dinking behind, straight through to the Alloa goalkeeper. And just keeping an eye on the championship as well. It's going to set up a straight shootout between Arbroath and Kilmarnock. Kilmarnock losing 2-1 last night, and Arbroath are 3-1 up against Queen of the South. Unbelievable stuff. Logan playing it up the line. Yule against Skugel. Just drags the ball into the ground. I'll take the throw in quickly. Robertson. Howie. Yeah. Howie launching it long. Seeing press. Not enough to win back possession for the Wasps. Cove are going to be comfortable now. I'm sure they'll knock it around. It was an uncomfortable 15 minutes for them till they found the opener last time. And they were thoroughly the better team against Alloa. Hopefully that's not the case. Logan there with a loose touch. He will collect it just before. No, it does. He tries to collect it, but just before he can stop it reaching that line, it rolls over. Goes for an Alloa goal kick. Andy Graham clapping his boys. It's been another tale of missed chances for Alloa. Like I said, Brian Rice said that one day they would be putting 3 or 4 past someone. They certainly could have had 1 or 2 in this game. And the shout for handball ignored. Fancy footwork from Henderson, wins the throw-in on the far side. Just an Alloa search for 5th place. See Falkirk are winning against East Fife 2-0. That's Charlie Telfer adding the second. Howie again doing that patented cut-in on the left. Scoogle's ball's blocked, but again it breaks for Howie. That's a nice bit of work between Niang and Howie. Niang breaks away with the ball, cuts it back, edge of the box. Again, it's not really a shot at goal from Henderson, more of a dink towards the goal. Easy catch in practice for the goalkeeper. Connor Salmon, McKeever, dink over the top, yeah, flag up for Henderson. Nothing controversial about that. It's 4-1 Arbroath. Queen of the South looking like they're sunk. They'll be a League One team next year. Jack Hamilton, the former was getting the goal there. Reynolds as we return to Cove Rangers and the possibly League One title. Milne and Reynolds, who gets a decent touch, and somehow Alloa don't win that throw. Much to the confusion of John Robertson. Milne gets the return ball, flights across the face of the goal. There's no one in there for Cove. Goes all the way across for throwing. Just about 6 yards from the byline. Scoogall knocks it down, and Durnan smashes it off the Cove player for a goal kick. Morrison sending it for McKeever in the middle, and Graham eventually finds his feet. Durnan to Scoogall, and it's again nice, goes past the first player, but the pass can't beat the second. I'll give it away and Cove can come away with it. So it's frustrating at this point in the game. Durnan knocking it long, knocking it on even. Logan, a few options short, but he can knock it in behind for Megginson. Great movement between him and 5'8", linking up as well. And into a tight area, Megginson takes it, just retains possession, and a close Alloa press. Ian Vigurs, Logan, Scully, space for Robertson and Milne. Milne's first time dink over the top for marauding centre back Reynolds. Who'd have thought that? That's dealt with well by Howie in the middle, coming across the cover. This was the other score just now. Peterhead 2, Queen's Park 1. Simon Murray getting on the score sheet. I assume it'll be a foggy Balmoor as well, just as it is here. Corner delivered at the back post, headed away. Cove try their best to keep it in. They do. They can launch it into that back box. Up in there by Milne. Salmon with an awkward leap does enough to put off his man. Yang, brilliant. Great feet as well. Comes away with the ball. Just robbed by Reynolds. And his delivery's brilliant, and it's a even better save from Morrison. Fantastic reflexes from the on-loan Motherwell goalkeeper. Robertson launching in the channel. Salmon will give chase. He knocks straight out. I was praising Yang. Just the third touch was too good. The first two were brilliant. Here's Alloa's cross into the middle, and it's a decent chance for McKeever. You missed that on the stream, but McKeever just heading it over. A change of shoes. That seems not often you see this in football. Sit with the goalie's got safe feet. Or did he lose his boot? Is that what it was? Hard to see earlier. But after that stoppage, we'll get back underway. I suppose in the other battle that will impact League One next year, Dunfermline Athletic getting beat by Ayr United. It's 1-0 to the Honest Men. Big switch by Cove. Again, Milne so quick with that pass. How do you react to such a decisive first touch? Is going to be an offside for 5-8. Alloa try to take it quickly. Skugel, hope he gets the ball moving. He's just smothered as he tries to find Henderson. Logan will pick it up, and again Cove will get back into easy possession. Dunnan's header going straight to a Cove man. We're getting lots of joy on the left now. Reynolds just knocks it on beyond Milne. I feel like Alloa could do a wee change. Kevin Colley's on the bench. Not sure who else you would bring on. Stephen Boyd, I guess. That's a nice little combination play between Skugel and Salmon. Again, Skugel just crowded out. Just not getting the joy of working behind in those pockets. Delivery into the middle. It's an awkward one. Well dealt with by Cove. And Howie with the hands up. Just concedes the free kick, and again Cove can get up the park, take a breather. All pressure on them evaporates. Reynolds. He's got a decent left foot delivery. It's flicked on by Andy Graham, and Church launches it up the line, straight out the field it seems. And I say, depends whether the referee says it went over the line first, but last touch was certainly for a Cove player on that line. Big shout. It's for Airdrie scoring. Sorry, no Airdrie scoring. A goal in the Airdrie game. It's a conceded goal by Airdrie. Alloa win the free kick. Might they throw the spanner in the works? Be Robertson to deliver. He's not had much joy so far. It's a short option with Scugo there. All the big man aimed at what would be the back post for Robertson. He lost it for Durnan, and it's fingertips. Salmon nipped away before he can get a strike off. As the fog rolls in again, Alloa have another opportunity that requires a vital interception. An intervention by the Cove goalie. Long throw in the middle, Andy Graham can't do anything. No, Church is just a bit too ambitious with that knock up the line. Ball seems to be glued on that touchline until Logan launches it away. The bounce is just not falling for Alloa as they were in the first half. It's well nipped away. Nyang, Robertson. Andy Graham just fails to get the touch on it, and Alloa will be forced back 5 yards. Durnan looking for the options forward. Hands up for Salmon. Free kick as he wins the header. Minutes ago, Cove doing all they can to secure the title today. 5-8, and Megginson linking up well and plays it through to Harry Milne. Again, it's a brilliant cross, but this time it's collected very well by Morrison. Again, I've said a few times how he's been impressive in the Alloa goal. Sends it long, flick on by McKeever. It's an awkward left-footed pass by Nyang on that weaker foot. Shows and launched down the line. Andy Graham's got an awkward moment. but he comes out with flying colours as he knocks it beyond 5-8. Howie into Salmon. Robertson, Skugel out on the far side of the park in the fog. This delivery, I suppose it's an easy one for Milne to knock away. He maybe had more time. Taking no chances, I guess. Alloa on the right hand side. Loose touch pounced on by Reynolds, knocks it out for an Alloa throw. Still waiting. A real shot and anger on Mackenzie's goal. Just breaks down again for the Wasps. It's flicked back by Meganson. Logan with plenty of time to pick out Blair Yule. Meganson inside. Vigors straight to Yule. Nice passing. Scully again uses the option, and Milne crosses in well, headed up in the air by Howie, I think that is. Hard to see in the fog. And again, quick off his line as PJ Morrison. Henderson knocking it forward into no one, giving it straight back to Cove. He's had another frustrating day in front of goal. The second part of his spell has been, I wouldn't say disappointing, but certainly a lot quieter than his first, despite the added striking reinforcements. And De Creum messes up the clearance, puts it straight into the path of 5A, but he cuts it back behind. Oh. Who was that? Ian Vigors across that far side, or was that Blair Yule? Just Andy Graham first with a clearance behind Meganson. No, it is Blair Yule. Strikes it across the face of goal and wide. Alloa take the goal kick. Again, down this left hand side, Harry Milne, very good, drives inside the Howie. Just held up by 5-8, turning back towards his own goal. He has got options left and right him. Uses Yule, wide to Shea Logan. Left footed delivery, straight at Durnan, headed away. Tried to flick up by Henderson, but just slowed down again, and Skuggles smashed from behind by Meganson. Howie. Nyang's almost a right winger at this point. Ball into Salmon. There's a deft touch, and Salmon can only give it away, but they will win a throw-in as it's smashed out the park by Reynolds. Howie plays it nicely to Niang. Driven delivery at the front post above Salmon. Headed away in the middle. I think that was Ross who got the clearance. Meganson. Runners for him. He uses the right back, Logan. That pass to Yule short. Skugel collects. Alloa with a chance to break. Just maybe a slowed down. Robertson into Henderson. Howie. Graham. Skugel. And I was going to say well won, and then an awkward one as Durnan was prowling over the top of it as the clearance came away from Cove. Here is the wing back, Niang, under all kinds of pressure from Milne. Can knock it back to Howie. Howie trying the search and delivery again in behind, taken well by McKeever. Touches it out towards this corner flag. Who can he find inside? It's just not falling properly for Robertson. 5A will come away with it, driving away from Andy Graham. Brilliant from Howie. Gets the foot in, knocked away. And the referee's giving it the other way. It's Ross on the other side who's down with a bit of cramp by the look of it. And right enough, Stephen Boyd is the man introduced. McKeever's had his day. Will Stephen Boyd be able to make a difference to the scoreline? 8 minutes to do it. Oh, and that's well worked. Again. Yeah, 2-0 Cove. And you imagine they're going to the title with the scores elsewhere. Beautiful bit of interplay. Scully and 5-8 working the space, slotted into the bottom corner. And the championship looks to be sewn up. They will go to the second tier. Here's Jamie Masson just going to come on as well. Off comes Rose. Let's see if Alloa can produce a late upset. Robertson. Howie. Absolutely no pressure on Alloa now. Bit of freedom to play. The delivery in. Easy for Mackenzie to take. Again, it's been tidy in patches from Alloa, but no killer instinct. Whereas down the other end, that's exactly what Cove has shown. Andy Graham dinking it up, and Scully winning it well. Just as it did in the first half, breaking for one side, it seems to have turned the other way. It seems to have went for Cove. Andy Graham. Robertson. Morrison heads it or knocks it for the header of Boyd, but way over him. Masson curling the pass wide. Logan with a deep delivery. how he's up. And that's that way. Niang knocking it away for the throw in. Again, that's another man down. Meganson up top. Cove looking to secure with a couple games to spare the title. Good footing by Robertson. Runs the ball back for Alloa. Euro to Marson. Marson's pass doesn't find a way through, but Fivey just floating through everyone to collect the rebounded pass. Kenzie, wide to Logan. And knocked up the line. Yo. Ian Vigers. Reynolds. Mount. Ian Vigers is just taking that ball, knocking it about. They're trying to calm things down as they look to secure the result. And Alloa, hard to motivate yourself to run the hard yards now. Boyd trying to get the foot and just about wins it back. Just breaks away though, and Masson will spread it wide. Logan. Great dummy by Yule. Just runs into Skugel. Blair Yule. Marson. Wide with Ian Vigers. 5-8. He looks like he's shaping for the shot. He does drill it into the bottom corner. Is that off the post? Maybe a hand on it by Morrison. But another great effort. Again, he just drifts away. Yeah, I think it was a clean knock off the post. Fivey just given the sponsors man of the match. That one's a little behind Ian Vigers. Masson. Just dink into the middle, and it's a third. In the middle, Harry Milne meets the cross, heads it beyond Morrison into the bottom corner. Looping header makes it 3-0, and Cove running away with the game now. There's everybody outside. That'll be walkways blocked up there, Robert. Just having a laugh with the safety officer there. Just a minute to go. Just extra time now. Not long left. You'd imagine there'll be a big pitch invasion. Morrison to turn in. Just waiting on this game ending. The party started. Oh, it's a goal for Airdrie. Unbelievable. Cove ready to start the celebration. I mean, what a reaction from Airdrie. Still 5 points though. Offside, and that is game over. It is a minute extra time in the end, and another big step to the title for Cove. Three-0 winners in the end, and I think Alloa, not a lot to say again after the first goal goes in. It's a struggle. They've got to rue the missed chances, but Harry Milne stepping up, and Fraser Fyvie, what a cracking player. I think they will be deserved champions, but it'll have to wait until next week.